Okay, I think this is working. I'm trying new technology, everyone. This is YouTube Go Live because I can't get my signal. I don't know what's going on my Facebook Live, so I'm gonna just try this. Let's try not to be distracted by my new hair. Isn't it fabulous? Okay, thanks, Crystal. Rock on, sister. Um, okay, so I want to talk to you a little bit about The Secret, which came out a while ago, and I've pretty much just kept my opinion to myself about it. But something somebody said to me once was like really bothered me. A couple years ago, everyone was like raving about The Secret. Now, just let me just tell you, I've never seen The Secret, so I don't really know what it's about. But somebody said, you probably don't need to read it because it seems like you already know The Secret, as if because I know it's about manifesting things, right? And I remember thinking, so The Secret, to me, having not read it at all, but being totally annoyed by it, it just kind of preys on people's, it's a shame and blame paradigm. And it's kind of classist, and it makes you think that if you're not like wishing hard enough or pure enough in your spiritual beliefs, then, something's going to happen. But you guys, I don't know if you noticed, but we have Donald Trump as a president. So if things were based on like merit and if things were based on like being pure and wishing hard enough, we probably wouldn't be in this predicament that we're in worldwide with inequality and injustice and all these other things. I'm not sure if anybody's been paying attention, but who are the people that get assassinated? I don't know, John Lennon, Martin Luther King, JFK, like good people doing good things, right? So the thing is that good people get persecuted and people that have less than savory intentions get promoted. So there's the secret is that it's not that you wish hard enough, it's that you actually do stuff, take action, move, be strategic. And so I have a couple of classes going up because the secret to the way that I keep going and get things done, and it looks like I'm manifesting all of this stuff, but actually it's a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of brain power, and it's a lot of emotional resilience, it's a lot of self-awareness. It's a lot of things, but it's not wishing and hoping. It's not sitting there wishing and hoping. It is taking action on your dreams. Yes, you need to know what the dreams are, but then you got to make steady progress every day, focused on those dreams, and you have to know about right timing and when to actually move something, when something is ready and ripe to be born. Okay. So the reason I'm telling you this is because I have a couple of classes. I'm not a person that wants to prey on your insecurities. I actually see you as an incredibly capable human being, and I think that you can do it. You just might need some help because there's a lot of new technology. There's a lot of lingo and vocabulary that as you want to try to actually do maybe a side hustle entrepreneurial thing yourself that you may not be aware of, and you kind of feel like, oh, I feel awkward and I don't know, and maybe I'm not supposed to be doing this. But that's just a barrier that everybody, I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. I figured a few things out by now, but you don't manifest things by sitting there wishing and hoping. You get out there, you put yourself in uncomfortable and challenging situations. You make a lot of mistakes. You learn from them. You adapt. You overcome. You don't make those mistakes again, hopefully. And you also pay attention to what's going around because the environment's always changing, right? So the secret is self-awareness, which is what my first class is about finding your calling, because self-awareness, what are you capable of? What are your skills? What do you love to do? What brings you joy? Where is your heart breaking? What are the things that motivate you and that you can do and that the environment around you will support? And what is the field and the fertility of the environment ready for, right? So that self-awareness and that community awareness and that awareness of what you already have and what you already love to do. So that is the first step to manifesting. It's to cultivate and nurture within yourself and become aware of those things. Because sometimes we do things, but we don't like realize that we're doing them really well. So that's the first workshop. And then the second workshop is to move into a very practical application of what were these things that we figured out, and then how can we create we're going to have brainstormed a couple of vehicles in the first class for maybe monetizing on that, which is your calling, which is a little bit different than something you want to do. P.S. The secret is also it's not always what you like wake up and want to do. It's like what you're called to do. I don't think like Gandhi woke up and was like, you know what, I want to like take on the empire today. You know, like I think he was called to do it, and it required a lot of struggle and strife, and in the end, you know, assassination. So like, you know, I don't think he woke up every day and was like, you know what, I really want to be hungry today and go, this hunger strike is what I really want to do, right? He had a larger goal in mind, and he was willing to put his body and his soul and his heart and all of his beingness into a cause, right? And not all of us are called to do Gandhi-esque things, but some of us are called to serve our community, serve our families, or serve ourselves in different ways and at different times. There could be callings. Some people go into the woods and get lost, and they create brilliant writings that will inspire, you know, countless readers for time immemorial, right? So I'm really interested in seeing you as a completely capable person, because you are. And you might just need, like an artist needs to learn, oh, like if I use that paintbrush, I'll get that effect. And if I use this much water versus, you know, oil, whatever, like I'm going to have all these different effects, right? There's no difference in business. And business is not as complicated as it's made out to be. In fact, business, trade, earning an income based on your own skills and abilities, that's been going on since time immemorial. Like, there's all this fancy jargon to make you think like it's some big mysterious thing. It's not. It's what people have been doing for millennia. We just have some fancy words that we like to apply to confuse everyone from staying out of business so that we can have all the business for ourselves. That's not my modus operandi, but that's pretty much the mode of operation for a lot of people. I, of course, want to change that. I've always been interested in sharing, cultivating a caring economy, cultivating a people-powered economy, and that's why I'm doing these classes. I can't promise I'm going to do them again. I might. It's possible, depending on how they go over, but I'm a busy gal, and I have stuff going on, and I am, you know, working on my own ventures. I just happen to have a window of time between now and, like, the next, like, hustle with my calendar that I sold on Etsy that apparently makes me money. It's kind of crazy. I didn't know that this was possible. Everything's changed, you guys. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know the secret to the secret is that the secret people are making a lot of money off of your insecurities, and making a lot of people feel bad because things aren't coming true because they're trying to like wish things into being. Like, it's cool to wish. Like, I'm all about wishing and hoping and praying and all of those different things, but you have to actually take action. Like, that's just the bottom line. And you just have to start. Like, it's literally that's it. And so starting could look like taking one of these classes and getting inspired and getting around a bunch of other people who have some ideas and figuring out how to put them into action. So I put a link in the thing below so that you can see when the classes are. There's some in Orlando as well as in DeLand. And if they go well, I might do a few extra this year, but chances are these might and could be the only ones that I do because I've got other stuff going on. I just love you, and I want everyone to be able to earn an income, and I want to share a little bit of what I've learned based on, you know, the last intense period of time being an entrepreneur and having done it really hard and making super beginning mistakes. I started my first business when I was 26, which is, I was a baby, y'all. I was a baby. So I made some really bad, seemingly insignificant mistakes at the beginning that led to a lot of struggle and strife. And now I'm like, oh, yeah, you start small so you don't have to raise a bunch of capital and deal with all that stuff, you know? So you make your mistakes small, you keep your creative license, and you build a business that allows you to have creative agency. So I hope you guys will join me. Thanks for listening.